Hello, my name is Matthew Dill. I am a senior at LA County High School in San Diego, Kentucky. I am here to give you a speech on why single-use plastic should be banned to reduce pollution. Have you ever considered how much plastic you buy and use once every single day? Well, from a study done in 2017 by EDN, the world produces more than 26 million tons of polystyrene, which is plastic foam, every year, and Americans throw away at least 25 billion styrofoam cups per year. This is a serious problem that needs to be fixed in some way. One of those ways would be by the possible banning of these single-use plastics that are actively damaging our environment. The use and disposal of these plastic items have greatly decreased the amount of pollution in our waters, lands, and even our air. When plastic is disposed of, it usually ends up in landfills that will typically be in our oceans. While you may not notice the effects of landfills now, you will most definitely notice it later in your life. You see, when plastic is left to decay in these landfills, it doesn't break down quickly, like biodegradable products, such as cardboard, for example. Plastic, on the other hand, breaks down so slowly that there is still plastic in our oceans from the mid to late 1900s to now. Now that I have listed these issues, I'm going to tell you 3 things you can do to help close the idea of banning these plastics. My first objective would be for everyone to avoid using single-use plastics. This would be done by actively choosing to buy renewable and reusable products. Using these renewable items can help lower the consumption of single-use plastics and possibly even reduce the amount of pollution caused yearly. For this to have a major impact on our environment, we need our planet to come together to implement this boycott and make the difference we need. Now, for my second objective, I would suggest petitions for signatures that can be submitted through the hopes of getting a ban on plastic items. You can do this by attempting to incorporate our local legislators. You can get in contact and possibly explain to them your idea, the plan to get a ban or reduction on the production of these plastic items. You can even bring in some local lawmakers to your idea to the movement to make the movement official. Lastly, you can use social media to spread the cause of our banning and reduction of plastic usage in production. You can use social media to make posts and spread it across the world in just minutes with the proper advertising and marketing. My third and final objective would be for you to switch the store that you go to. Some stores use paper bags instead of plastic bags. This will greatly help reduce the amount of plastic we use daily and even yearly. Some stores that do use paper bags in place of harmful plastic would be places like Aldi's, Target, and CVS. Some stores that currently do not use paper bags would be massive chain stores such as Walmart, Kroger, and Dollar General, along with its partner companies. I want you to visualize how many people go shopping during such a day as Black Friday. Think about adding 10 bags per person. That is a very large amount of plastic that will most likely just end up as waste if we polluting our planet even further. Now, I want you to imagine in 20 years or so what our lives would be like if we were to buy less plastic than we usually do. There would be better air quality, less pollution in our oceans, and even our forests. I also want you to imagine what your life would be like if we stay on the same path that we are currently following. If we strive for less plastic production and less pollution, we would save our planet, our wildlife, our sea life, maybe even our lives. The toll that plastic has taken on our planet and our daily lives is truly taking effect as I give you this speech. If we do not act against the production of these single-use plastics that are actively destroying ecosystems, we may not end up living the lives that we wish we could. That is why I want you to help me in this movement to reduce the amount of production that is used to make this waste that builds up and cannot be quickly destroyed enough. Thank you for listening. Once again, my name is Matthew Bill. Have a good day.